Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it, and I promise to update daily. If you like this watch, you can purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com, but you're going to have to act fast because this is the most desirable version of FP Journe's most desirable watch. We're discussing the FP Journe Chronometre Bleu Byblos. This is a limited series of 99 pieces created for the 2014 model year, celebrating the opening in Beirut of FP Journe's 10th factory boutique. Byblos, just north of Beirut, is an ancient Phoenician port city that inspires the Mediterranean sunburst of this watch's hybrid dial, and it is a sensational dial. But fit comes first. Feel is first. Let's talk about how this one sits, and then we'll talk about how this one shows off its local color. The timepiece is 39 millimeters across the round of the case, not including the crown. It's an easy piece to wear because from lug to lug it measures only 45.8 millimeters, so it's almost like a 36 millimeter Rolex Datejust on a strap. It's slim too, at only 8.7 millimeters thick with a dome case profile. It slides underneath any dress cuff. Now, ordinarily, when you have a very close coupled combination of strap and case, there can be issues pulling the strap straight down around the tight curve of a small wrist. But that's not an issue here because the 20 millimeter lug spacing is filled with a curved spring bar, so you can drill those lugs close to the case and have that integrated look without constraining the strap's movement. It doesn't want to flare and fight your wrist. This one is comfortable. All the more so because an unconventional material is used, whereas conventionally you would have a blue alligator leather strap on a Chronometre Bleu. This is an FP Journe factory buffalo strap, and you will note that the tone, the texture, and the material is very different from both alligator and calfskin. There's a meaty, seafaring style contrasting stitch, and it terminates in the well-known FP Journe tantalum buckle. The buckle, like the entirety of the case, unbelievably difficult to work, and even more so to finish to an optically smooth polish. Tantalum is wonderful because it's hypoallergenic. It has an engrossing gray-blue luster, and it has the heft on the wrist of precious metal without the scratch-prone nature of platinum and gold. Now, getting a little bit closer to the watch and giving ourselves a bit more aperture, you can bring out some of the details of the case band. It's a tripartite case, case back, mid-case, and bezel. The bezel nicely domed in profile and rounded, leading you to a dial that is simply sensational. And there's more going on here that meets the eye. You'll note that it's a blue metallic lacquer on top of a polished base, just like the standard Chronometre Bleu. What you might not notice is that it is a different blue than the standard Chronometre Bleu. This one is lighter, distinctly lighter, in keeping with the sunshine motif at center. Also, the 18-karat gold base of the caliber 1304 has been finished, engine turned with a gorgeous clou de Paris guilloche cut. It's the first time we've seen this side of the caliber 1300 on a Chronometre Bleu, and there's differential finish with micro perlage, medium perlage, the clou de Paris, and I'm going to get as close as I can here because you really need the detail to see this. The dial is engraved with the name of the model, and you'll note that the J in FP Journe has been replaced with the 10th letter of the Phoenician alphabet. In the English Latin alphabet, it would be spelled Y-O-D-H, but the letter is actually pronounced as J, so its use here is both appropriate and whimsical. You will also note that when you turn the watch over, the movement is double engraved. Byblos on the dial, Byblos on the case back. As you can see, the base plate is engraved Chronometre Byblos rather than the conventional Chronometre Bleu engraving on the standard watch. You can see number 67 of 99, and the movement otherwise caliber 1304 we've come to know and love in the Chronometre Souverain as well as the Chronometre Bleu. 18-karat rose gold bridges and plates, solid. It contributes to the heft of this watch on the wrist. Free sprung balance beating away at 21,600 vibrations per hour with the signature hidden drivetrain. You can see these huge channels with a grand doge or a barleycorn pattern between the balance and the twin mainspring barrels, but you can't really see the means of transmission. You can just see the escape wheel, the pallet, and the balance beating away. Free sprung balance for shock resistance. It features twin mainspring barrels that give you a 56-hour power reserve, but more importantly, this chronometer grade watch, Journe standard, not the COSCs, adjusted in 6th position with the free sprung balance and the 2 large barrels operating in parallel, giving the watch the standard of timing to the COSC and then beyond the COSC, as a COSC chronometer generally is adjusted only in 5 positions. This one adjusted in 6, and I put this one to the flame and put the claim to the test, and over 24 hours it ran minus 1.8 seconds. Mr. Journe, I won't question you. You'll note a beautifully textured Côte de Genève perfectly aligned across the bridges, that barleycorn between the barrels and the half bridge, and then you'll note there's actually a third type of finish. There's an engine-turned perlage across the base plate on the far side of the balance, which is an enormous piece, by the way, with an inertia, a polar inertia of 10.10 milligrams per centimeter squared. That's its moment of inertia. And that is considered to be a very large amount for a balance. 1/3 of that is more typical for most watches. You can see that the motion works used for setting the hands, as well as the keyless works used for clutching between setting and winding, easily visible at 3 o'clock, and then you have small seconds. The watch looks as though it might be luminescent, but it's not. It's a little bit of a tease. What it is rare, beautiful, exuberant, and exquisite. Easily the most desirable version of the Chronometre Bleu and the rarest. You can see and you can purchase this piece on the Watchbox.